All right, this just in. Fannie and Freddie announced that they are loosening the requirement for appraisals on home purchases. Now, this could have some good and bad consequences. And I know what you're thinking. Hey, Gary, nothing sounds more interesting than hearing about appraisals. But in reality, this could affect us all.
You must be out of your mind, boy. You must be out of your mind, boy. You must be out of your mind, boy. You must be out of your mind.
When a buyer puts an offer on a house, the seller can either reject the offer, counter the offer, or accept the offer. After negotiating back and forth and coming to an agreement, the buyer and seller enter into a purchase contract. This is where the lender comes in. Obviously, most buyers have to borrow money from a bank whenever they're buying a house. And traditionally, the lender required that the buyer get an appraisal on the house to ensure that the house was actually worth what the buyer agreed to pay the seller for the house. So far, it sounds pretty legit, right? I mean, if a bank is going to loan money on the purchase of a house, they probably want to make sure that the house is worth the money that they're lending. So what's changing? Basically, this fall, Fannie and Freddie are loosening their requirements to have an appraisal on the purchase of a house. Now, for some purchases, they're moving towards an automated valuation model. Basically, it's a computer-generated model. What do you think about AVMs?
What do you mean?
What do you think about automated valuation models?
I don't know.
Good or bad?
Bad.
You heard it here. Bad.
I'm joking. Good.
Oh, okay. I guess they're good. You sure about that?
Why are you asking?
So, what's good and bad about this? Good part is, without having to do an appraisal, you can speed up the loan process. Sometimes appraisals can take 10, even 20 days. Secondly, appraisals are expensive. It costs the buyers a few $100s just to get one done. So without an appraisal, you can get a loan done quicker and you can get it done cheaper to the buyer.
Do I look silly?
No, you look awesome, dude.
No, the thing.
Well, look, you're looking up there where the screen is, but the camera's down here. The problem with AVMs is they're notoriously inaccurate. Basically, they're taking public data such as square feet and bedrooms and bathrooms, which that can be inaccurate, and they're comparing it to other homes nearby that have recently sold or are on the market. And basically, after they're comparing all this, they're just spitting out a value. The problem here is a computer is never going to know if the homeowners never cleaned their home and they have black mold in the bathroom, and they're not going to know if a homeowner's just updated their kitchen and put wood floors throughout the entire house. Both these things can have huge impact on the value up or down. So how is moving from an appraisal model to an automated valuation model going to affect the market in the next few months? There's no telling. Could be great, could be bad, could cause some short-term problems, but smooth out. Who knows? Basically, we're going to keep an eye on it over the next few months and see what happens. If you want to learn more, check out my blog post.
Can you look at it so I can see it?
See, look, I'm looking at the camera now. Does it look like I'm looking at the screen?
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm looking at the screen. See how my eyes do different? Now I'm looking at the screen. Now I'm looking at the camera.
Oh. Does it work on me?
Yeah.
What?